What's happening, Steeler Nation? If you like me, you are ecstatic right now. I'm not sure exactly when you're going to see this video, but you're looking at this video today, which is Saturday, then you are definitely feeling good about yourselves today after the Steelers have made their first 4 picks of the draft. Well, actually, 5 picks, if I have that correct, right? First round, 2 second rounds, a third, and a fourth. Yeah, the first 5 picks. You are ecstatic right now. I cannot believe how this draft has gone. Cannot believe it. I really cannot. You know, looking at how everything panned out in the first round and coming back in the second round twice and then getting that third and then acquiring a fourth. Man. And, you know, I'm not going to hold you guys too long in this video. I just wanted to give my quick reactions really quick. Of course, you guys will probably hear from me again live on Terrible Towel Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. For you guys that are not familiar with that, I have the phone number right there on the screen, 619-924-0818. I will be taking phone calls from Steeler Nation. I want to hear what you guys have to say about what the Steelers have done. Now, let me just give you my quick opinions just on those, you know, those first 5 picks. Really light opinions, and then I'll dive deeper into it on Tuesday. And then by that time, we'll see what the Steelers were able to do the rest of the draft. As of right now, I just came downstairs to record this, and it was wrapping up the 6th round. So we shall see what they do in the 7th. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers were able to get what they desperately needed. You know, an offensive tackle. I did not expect a guy like Broderick Jones to go to the Steelers. You know, he was definitely slated as one of the top tackles, or one of the more premier tackles. They're able to pull that off. They make the trade with New England, going from 17 to 14. And I know some people are a little upset about that, you know, not necessarily at the fact that it was New England, but people are upset because a lot of people wanted to go Christian Gonzalez right there. And listen, I can't blame you. I was big on Christian Gonzalez. Most of you guys who watch my channel, watch my show, you would know that I was speaking highly of Christian Gonzalez, and I was very surprised that Gonzalez was available. And more than likely, he was definitely available at 14. Who knows if he would have got past 14, being as that the Patriots still selected him at 17. But I was very surprised, man, that he fell that far. And, you know, again, did he fall, or is it just how teams value who they pick? You know, a lot of times as fans, we get caught up in that. You know, we get caught up in who we want, and then you don't understand why your team did what they did. But it all comes down to what a team values, what position they value, what player they value, who they have on their board. I mean, who expected some of those running backs to go as early as they did? Of course, you knew a guy like Bijan was going to go at some point, but I wasn't expecting him to go where he went, right? But anyway, getting back to Christian Gonzalez, yes, I was a huge fan of him. I would love to have seen him in a Steeler uniform because I scouted a ton of cornerbacks in this draft. Gonzalez was my A1, Witherspoon, AB, you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't know. You can flip-flop that. You know, I can understand some people saying Witherspoon was ahead of Gonzalez and vice versa. I kind of have him 1A, 1B. Those were the top tier guys. And then after that, man, you're looking at guys like Banks. You're looking at guys like Porter. And then, you know, the crop of talent, it continues to stay steady. But, you know, I think the top tier guys, you know, at least projections, because you never know how these guys are going to pan out. But projections wise, those were probably the top 4, top 5 guys. And I just didn't expect Gonzalez, you know, to be sitting right there at 14. But needless to say, man, we all know what happened now. The Steelers did move up. They only went up a few spots, so I knew it wasn't going to cost them too much. They went and got Broderick Jones, man. You cannot be mad at that. A lot of Steeler Nation were not happy with the way Dan Moore played last season as a total, you know, in totality. They got better down the stretch, but again, we haven't been so great or haven't been so high strung on Dan Moore this past season or the season before that. So it is what it is. Bring in some worthy competition, and if Jones is the better guy, that's who you rock with. I'm not mad at that at all. Like I said, didn't cost them much. Cost them a 4th round pick, right? Which they ended up getting back anyway. Masterful job by Omar Khan. So what do they end up doing at 32? A lot of speculation was saying that the Steelers were going to trade out and acquire more picks. I kind of felt like they were going to stay put and they were going to take who they wanted to take at 32, and they did. They got Joy Porter Jr. Listen, I know some of you guys are sold on him. Some of you guys are not. It is what it is. Opinions may vary, but like I said, man, again, he was touted as one of the top tier cornerbacks in this class. Big guy, long guy, physical guy. You know, he is a little handsy. You know, these are things that you can work on. I know a lot of people are going to harp on his lack of production in terms of interceptions, but, you know, sometimes that's happenstance, and sometimes it just is what it is. You know, if you watch the way this kid plays, he has a lot of PBUs, tackles. You know, maybe he just didn't get his hands on the ball per se. And again, that could definitely change once he's in the NFL, so we shall see. But I love getting him at 32. Getting Joy Porter Jr. at 32, tremendous value in my opinion. Tremendous value, because most people, some of you are out there saying you didn't want them to reach for a corner in the first round or at 17. They did not. You didn't want them to reach at 14. You know, most people were saying, I don't want them to move up to get a corner, unless it was Gonzalez. They didn't do that, right? They didn't reach on a Porter or whoever else at 14. They stayed put. They got the offensive tackle and the cornerback. You cannot be mad at that. So tonight, you know, the first night, Thursday, and then Friday night started off beautiful, setting the tone with the whole, family ties, to Peasy and all of that, legacy pick, if you will. But I think this kid is going to get some burn. You heard Terrell Austin. If you haven't seen that already, go check it out. He said, listen, it's not going to be a red shirt type of situation. He's going to get an opportunity to play in some capacity. And I'm happy with that. Having a Patrick Peterson, veteran guy there to mold him. I am extremely happy with those first two picks. And then what do they do in the third round? What do they do? Well, not the third round, the second round pick. What do they do at 49? They go out and grab Keanu Benton. Again, whether you hate or love these players, listen, tremendous value where they got these guys. Getting Benton at 49, I'll take it. So at this point, we've addressed offensive line, cornerback, and defensive line, particularly a guy that can play D tackle. I like it a lot. And then, what do they end up doing in the third round? How did they pull this off? How did this guy make it this far? They land Darnell Washington, the ginormous tight end out of Georgia. The freak of nature. All I could think about is the Steelers running 12 personnel with this guy and Fryermuth, or this guy and Gentry. If you want to go out in 12 and run, or if you want to come out in 12 and play action off of that, but you still got big, bulky guys to give the illusion of run. Come on, man. It could get nasty out there. Again, a little rough around the edges, but that big mold of clay that we get from this kid, I will take it in a heartbeat. Wow. Steelers doing a phenomenal job so far in the draft. And then you get to the fourth round pick. A fourth that you acquired, you gain that back, right? You still end up with a fourth. Masterful job by Omar Khan. Getting back to the fourth round. And then you land Nick Herbig. Let me tell you something, man. Masterful job. Masterful job by Omar Khan, Andy Weidel, Mike Tomlin, and whoever else is involved with the drafting. You get Herbig at 132. Talk about some quality edge depth. Yeah, he's a rookie, but everybody should be aware of what this kid can do. Kind of a tweener a little bit as far as his size, but this dude has skill. He can rush the passer. He's going to be able to develop. He trains with TJ Watt. I mean, what else could you ask for? Crazy. And listen, like I said, I'm over the moon. You know, of course, out of 132 players or what have you, or however many, yeah, I guess if he was the 132nd pick, you could pull a whole lot of names out the hat. We're always going to find players, oh, I wish the Steelers would have got this guy, or the Steelers should have went and got that guy. No one is going to like each and every pick. I'm just giving you my overarching opinion on what they have done with the 5 picks that they have so far. And I think they did an outstanding job. That is my opinion. Can't wait to hear you guys' opinions in the comments. Listen, I'm not going to challenge your opinion. I don't expect you to challenge mine. Just state your opinion. You can totally disagree, but we don't have to be nasty about it. You know, it's just opinion. But again, sharing my opinion, I think the Steelers did a phenomenal job. Again, one of the top tier tackles, you move up and get him, and you give up such a little bit. You give up a 4th round pick. You come back at 32, you get Joy Porter Jr. You come back at 49, and you get Keanu Benton. You come back at, 80, you get Darnell Washington. Then you come back, you get back to the 4th round, doing some wheeling and dealing, you get you a 4th round pick, and here you go. Here you are. You land Nick Herbig, whose brother we acquired in free agency, whose brother in his free agency press conference was campaigning for the Steelers to draft him. This is all I got to say, man. Let me see if it's going to work here, because I don't even know if I have it turned on, but let's see. 1 second. Where is it? Where is it? Round of applause, man. Masterful job, guys. Masterful job by the Pittsburgh Steelers front office in this draft so far. And again, I don't know what they're going to do in the 7th. If they mess around and find somebody that's going to be a decent player, let's see what they do with the UDFAs. It's just, man, I have been very, very excited after seeing what they've done so far. And I got some homework to do. Scout some more of these guys, look at some more of their games so I can have some real meat and potatoes to dive into come Tuesday. But all right, man, I'm going to get out of here. Just wanted to give you a quick high-level overview of how I felt about the picks so far. If you haven't already, man, you know, I just need you to do a couple things for me. I need you to, boom, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. If you could just do that, it would be greatly appreciated. Outside of that, man, I'll catch you guys on Tuesday live on air. I look forward to you guys interacting live, and consider also giving a call and, you know, get it off your chest. State your business, how you feel about what they've done, whether for the good or for the bad. All right, outside of that, y'all stay safe. God bless. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.